seduces our boys with flashy, loud messages that manhood equals macho bravado, emotional numbness, ignorance, and thugdom. Man enough to pull a gun, be man enough to squeeze it, raps NBA star Allen Iverson. I'm a leader, not a reader, said a once leading presidential candidate in 2011, as if the two are mutually exclusive. As our sons turn away from books and school and knowledge and critical thinking, the alarming new idea that reading is girly has caught on among them. Glamorization of drug use has increased sixfold in rap and hip-hop music, a genre that once warned, "Don't do it." Now, a full 69% of songs in these genres contain positive references to illegal drugs. I got mushrooms, I got acid, I got tabs, raps Eminem, idol to many boys. I'm your brother when you need some new weed. I'm your friend. There is one road for boys who don't overcome their failing schools, who aren't exceptional enough to find a job where there is none, who absorb the message that real men express anger via gun violence, or who use or sell drugs to make a few bucks or to escape. And that road has one dead-end terminus: our ever-expanding, bursting to the seams prisons. Our prison population has skyrocketed to its highest level in U.S. history, more than any other country on Earth now or in human history, more than anyone could have imagined a generation ago, more than we have ever had by any measure, raw numbers, percentage of our population, you name it. Largely casualties of our misguided war on drugs, which has caused the number of incarcerated Americans to quadruple since 1980, over 2 million of our people are locked up, 93% of them men and boys, with another nearly 5 million under an increasingly restrictive system of correctional control in lieu of or after incarceration. This fourth potent force, mass incarceration, deprives its subjects of a future by literally locking them in cages. Criminalizing human behavior like never before, our judges are required by law to mete out increasingly punitive long sentences, even for children. Even after inmates are released, they remain under the heavy-handed control of the criminal justice system for years or for life, often unable to vote, get a job, secure housing, or support a family. In the United States, 1 man out of 18 is incarcerated or on probation or parole, and more are locked up every day. We may be the last country on the planet to lock up juveniles, overwhelmingly boys, for life without parole sentences for crimes committed when they were minors. New prisons are under construction as you read this, waiting to house the next generation of American boys. Born into this user-unfriendly world, one not of their choosing and entirely beyond their control, our sons need us now more than ever. Ensnared by these 4 powerful forces, failing schools, an unwelcoming economy, thug culture, and a harshly punitive justice system, more boys and young men than ever are on the sidelines, cut out of a middle-class life, scratching their heads as to how it happened. Although women and girls suffer under these conditions too, there's no question that on the whole, these forces disproportionately hammer our boys. To help them, we need to understand deeply the waters in which our boys swim. Parents, family members, teachers, all of us who care about boys need to know. Closing our eyes and hoping for the best won't cut it, not when our boys live in the real world. And so, the first half of this program is an unvarnished, clear-eyed look at what our sons are facing day in and day out, right now as they navigate through boyhood and emerge as young men yearning for a decent life. Knowing matters. Without an awareness of each of these conditions and how they whipsaw our boys, we as parents may apply obsolete attitudes that unintentionally harm them. For example, we may think that although we didn't finish school, we've still done all right, and although we'd like our sons to graduate, if they don't, they'll probably get by. Wrong. The job market for young men has changed dramatically in the last decade. Or we may think that the older generation has always objected to kids' music, and we'd sound like fuddy-duddies if we complained. Wrong. We're not talking about a little racy innuendo. Some of the biggest artists today advocate joining the Crips, punching your girlfriend, or murdering gay men. You need to know. You need to stare down the reality and critically discuss media messages with your boy. In these and so many other areas,